Hello, everybody. So it's quite funny with my kids because they're mad at each other. You know, video games. So fun.
How did you heal all your health back?
Parasite.
See what I mean? Oh, what's over here?
Whoa. How am I cheating?
You put on some hacks.
And easy does.
Yeah, you put
So
on
your
a
controller's not that bad.
hack. Okay, then rematch.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you that you got something good, and that's the only reason you won.
I'm just gonna show you you're bad.
Oh my goodness. These kids.
Yep.
That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I thought that was something else. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. There's the line tool. Rectangle tool. Alright. Oh wait. A rectangle tool? Alright. Do. Come on, get over it. Over it.
I shot your bullet.
What's that?
My bullet! Obviously. What would I shoot it with? My toes?
Wait for the inking to start. Oh, leave me alone.
Oh.
It's gonna happen. We gotta get the whatchamacallit in there first. Okay,
Did I
first
ask?
we need this out of here.
No, I didn't.
And we need that to be black.
Oh,
Okay.
you mad? Oh, you missed? Oh, you sucked it?
And you will more than likely continue to hear my kids in the background
Oh,
talking crap
like
to
you
each
did
other.
that? You're honestly dookie on it? Oh.
That's why you shot yourself.
It was an accident.
What is that? 24? See? So loud. So loud.
He's so yummy.
Alright, so let's see. If we did 24. I think 24 should be good, right?
Oh. That's easy, honestly. Honestly, easy claps. Saw. Uh-oh. Don't pick that one.
24? And maybe a little bit.
Did I tell you to do?
We might need to be a little bit smaller. I mean bigger. So we're gonna go to
Oh.
30. 36.
Ow.
And then we need to get stream avatars on. How are you doing, Mondula? Like, what's up, man?
Oh!
I beat Sean up.
He did.
It's. Ow. Oh
I
my
want my
god.
opacity change. I don't want my opacity to change. I just want this to change. 36. Alright, so we got 36. That should be
I gotta get
good.
up.
You're kidding.
That should be good.
I am.
Oh.
It's all
36,
you.
36.
I'm pretty sure I just said that. Oh.
Oh, you just got so lucky. Yeah, shoot me. That's what you can.
Tell me. You can't shoot me either.
Clearly we'll have to separate some of these a little bit. But then we'll have this out of the way.
Hey, I'm John, Dad. You're not John.
I can't be John.
No.
Why?
You're ugly.
You're ugly.
Y'all should just go.
Alright.
Yes, because it's true. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to tell the truth and not lies. And sorry, Sean.
There we
Sometimes
go.
the truth hurts. Like a ninja.
Well, then you'd be dead if everyone had to tell the truth.
That was a lie. What did I just tell you to do?
To live, because I'm way cooler than you. And you're ugly.
Get wrecked, kid. You're dude.
Watch this.
Uh-oh.
how,
He's like, "Bad luck."
You're done.
was about to say, I'm like, why is this? Alright, we need to
It's
crop
ricocheting
this
back.
in.
It's ricocheting. See, look at that. It's ricocheting.
Hey,
It's
hey, hey.
Yes.
Calm it down.
Oh, Can
Hey,
you stop doing that?
I didn't do it.
Get out of my face!
I wasn't in your. I turned my head. Can I not turn my head?
No, you.
No, I didn't. You
Okay,
did
hey,
that.
You
hey, hey.
did that.
You guys are gonna make me kick you out.
You're so bad.
I'm not bad.
You're not winning. That's for
I don't think they're listening to me.
Yes, we
am.
are.
It's alright.
Joshua said he just doesn't care.
What? Why are you lying?
I'm
Dad?
not.
You are.
No, I'm not. Just
So
like
bad.
last time you said you weren't lying. You're lying.
You're lying. It's like
All right.
every time you say you're not lying.
Let's get this
And that's
in-game
why I
going.
got 3 points.
Actually, we need,
This is
Eight. That's what
Not
we
if
need
you
right
can't
there.
hit your shots.
I don't need to hit my shots. I have explosive bullets. See that? Look at all the damage I did. That was me not hitting my knives. You can hit your shots for me. Whoa.
I just said,
I told you I don't need to hit my shots anymore.
yeah, I keep hitting myself.
Oh.
No, no, no. Hey, yo!
Divine. Not
Really
moderation. Just pick one, please. Sean, just pick.
I don't know.
Yeah,
This
just pick the middle.
is...
Oh my god. Hurry up.
Try
God.
this one.
Sean,
If
I
I
wanted-
lose it,
I wanted to finish tonight. I knew you'd pick the one I told you. I lost my person.
Coming in here.
You're mad.
Who's winning?
Me.
Yep. Just keep telling yourself lies.
Hmm.
Every single out. Every single
That's the
second.
one who thinks they're pretty.
I never said that. You think you're pretty.
Oh my god, can you stop?
And you think you're good at wrestling.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you're always like, I'm way better than Sean at wrestling.
Yeah, I am better than you. That doesn't mean I'm good.
Oh my goodness. I never. This is what I don't understand. Sibling rivalry. As a single child, it makes no sense to me.
We're being nice to each other.
Yeah.
I know, and this is them being nice.
No.
Yes, I
Yeah,
meant to
but-
turn them
but
on,
we
and then
can
I got
also be
distracted
very
by
nice. Isn't that
loud
right?
kids yelling at each other.
Oh. Well, in that case, you clap, kid. You're bad, honestly.
Oh my goodness, where'd it go?
Kid.
I just did.
Oh. Who's it?
Oh man.
Neither of us.
And did Ash?
Yes!
With? Uh-oh.
Super!
There you go.
I blew myself up. I just blew myself up.
Super!
And you just shot me. Like, what's even the point of me alive? Let's go!
No, what? Look at this.
You missed every time. I won again. See, controller isn't that bad.
Getting lucky.
Yeah, sure.
Craziness still. Talent, so cool that you're listening so much.
I don't think controller's
What
bad
pencils and
because-
tools are you using? Well, okay, so right now, why does everyone feel the need to get right in my back?
Because
Why?
Because they can't see me if I'm.
Ugh.
yeah, and we are the best. So
Yeesh. Anyway,
Get out of my way. I have to put the charger back.
stop playing.
He's killing me.
yeah. Anyway, so now I'm gonna try. Yeah, sure.
Can I have coffee?
No.
Oh.
almost 9 o'clock at night. What are you talking about? Coffee.
It's not caffeine.
No. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm drawing digitally, but I did draw this traditionally. I drew the pencils traditionally, and I just used a drafting pencil, and I use 2H lead, and then I come over and I'm gonna do this on the computer. So I'm gonna do the inking on the computer in hopes that that will save me some time, at least for what I'm trying to do right now. It should. So
How is it wrong to have so many tentacles?
so yeah, so that's what like I said, normally it's just paper and pencil. I'd normally draw everything traditionally, but I wanted to ink. I was like, I think that inking this is going to be better if we did it on the computer, especially since I love inking so much, which, by the way, I do not. So oh no, we wanted to get rid of all that. Miss Ebony, how you doing today? Mandala came in and then just dipped out. So I don't even know what happened there. Say they love inking. Oh my goodness, this guy. Love it so much. Hey, did you look at my Discord message to you yet? Inking. I don't understand how you guys can like this so much. On your first page, gotta get on that. I am on my first page. First page, man. We drew it on the last stream. Last stream. And the inking is definitely going to come from digital. I think that's just the way it's supposed to go. Oh my goodness, not you too. Not you too. Philip, please. Phil, please, man, don't start. Plus, no. it's just plus. I got nothing. Just no. I don't like the inking. I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying to like the inking, but it's not happening. All right, so work. I did not dip out. I'm gonna get some popcorn. It's ink extravaganza. I reply, oh, you did? I didn't see it. Drawing in ink, but I would hate to be an inker in a comic book. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, so we have some people over on Facebook as well. So thanks. The animation is cool too. Your channel and enjoy seeing the creation. Oh, sweet. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am pretty much an open book. So if there's anything that I can help you with, I will. And if not, I'll just direct you into the right place, hopefully. But, you know, all I'm doing is trying to create my own empire. Trying to get some people to join me on the trip. Just use the magic of Photoshop to make graphite drawing really, really dark. No. Thinking when in doubt, just make it black. Okay. Fair. maybe don't ink it. It's already pretty tight. Yeah, well, okay, so here's the big issue that I have with just darkening them up. Because the pencils are pretty tight, and I could probably use a darker pencil lead, but I'm a firm believer that you need inks. You just do. I mean, you look at someone as, good as Joe Mad, and you see his books when they're all pencils, and you're like, oh my goodness, this is great. And then it goes to color, and you're like, ew. So, firm believer I need an inker, and like I said, one day I'll be able to afford one, and then life will be great. Just clean them up a bit. What else he doesn't buy? Even notice. What are you doing? For what reason? My kids, I swear, you let them stay out because they have another snow day, apparently. Then they start acting all banana balls.
That's not banana.
Color kills pencils for sure. Yeah, and I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. Because I want to have it on like a tan paper, so it has that aged look. But I don't know if I want to have it inked, if I want to have it, just inked, or if I want to do a grayscale. That's why we drew the first page, and we're going to ink it and ink it up, color it up, and then see what we want to do with it. Because, I don't want to draw the whole thing and then be like, oh wait, you know what I really should have done? This. And it's all like, haha, too bad, sucker. Like, just what? Miss Ebony, did you see the first Is It Worth It of 2022?
I did.
I liked one of the things one of the brushes, or the brush pens. So, see, even on my quest of Is It Worth It, I've been trying inking utensils, and there's one that I was like, this is really good. Like, I really like this. I can get behind this. And then I found out that it only has light gray, or it has gray ink, and that's it. I'm like, oh man, only gray. So that kind of sucked, but and I'm sure it could just refill it and do all that kind of stuff, but I did upload it. I did. Gotta make sure we keep 2020, because I know that I was kind of towards the end of the year. It was kind of lackluster because I was like, yeah, it's Christmas time and break time, and so I decided not to do anything. But I wanted to make sure that I didn't keep that going, so I made sure. And I filmed the first episode of Ballin' on a Budget artistically. Now I just have to edit it, because there's a little bit more editing that has to go into that than most things. These prompt challenges. Why? There's a lot of people doing them. I mean, to my surprise, actually, because normally people don't join in, because I'm behind the scenes art person, so a lot of people don't know me. So if I create a prompt, people don't even know what's going on. Although by including Mr. Atkins in the process, all of his people are like, oh, what's going on? Who's this person? What are they doing? And now I've got people and they're like, oh, I want to be part of it too. I'm like, oh, look, come on with it. So I don't know why you're feeling lonely. I mean, you get yours done a little bit faster, especially today. Man, I was late today. I mean, I wasn't late. I finished, but how do you have time to do all this? Sleep is for the weak. One thing that I can tell you is that I get up at 4:30 in the morning. Stay up till really, really late. And then get up really, really early. There are times where I take it easy though. But generally speaking, that's what happens. Because I used to have a studio, but then all those people went and started getting careers of their own and left me in the dust. So now I gotta do everything myself. I can't sleep. I can't play with my kids. Which, by the way, is not true. I play with my kids all the time. So Enrique, how you doing? Happy New Year. For those who I may not have said Happy New Year yet to, Happy New Year. Hope it started off good. I have to say mine's pretty good. Just had someone ask me if I wanted to be part of their launch team for this new marker that's coming out. I'm like, I'm supposed to have a meeting with them tomorrow. So, I mean, we're what, 5 days in? Not bad, not bad.
Why did you get 100 more valuables? Sean's getting into crypto.
All that
No, I'm getting
Christmas,
Roblox.
New Year break.
It really is.
My group? They were really? You're the Murtaugh of the group? Nothing wrong with that. Phil, man, are you working on anything? If you're still with us, you just came to harass me about some inking and then dip. Not too hard. Come on, it can't be that bad. Oh, good, good. Oh, let's do it. And it's no joke, man. Everyone who's on it is just... You know, you got Hernandez constantly posting stuff. And then you got Single Digit who just... I mean, that guy puts out 3D work like it's no one's business. So, you need to stay focused. This is how to do it. I'm not even gonna lie. And what's really cool about it is like, especially when you're like, I'm working on my own projects, right? Because what we tend to do is forget just how much work we actually do. And so we're, you know, a lot of people are really hard on themselves about like what they accomplish and what they don't accomplish. But if you have it all and you keep it in this folder, then it's all like, oh wait, I did all that? Oh, nice. So I'll get you set up. I'll get you set up with a folder and everything, because it's all on my G drive where we post stuff. So, but then that way you get to be inspired and see everybody else's work. See how Hernandez is like pumping out pages like left and right. Like, oh, well, today I did a couple pages, and you're like, oh, okay. And they're all inked up and pretty. Next day is like, I decided to do 18 character designs. Just like, but then again, he does slack off sometime. Lol, the G drive. Yep. Good old G drive. I mean, it's great for storage. It's clunky, but you know, all you need is for stuff to be there. Then you're fine. Huh. What's then fun is how he'll do all that work, and then the next one he's like, here's a life drawing scribble. It's like, oh, you ran out of time or something, huh? He's out in Puerto Rico. He's coming. Well, in theory, he'll be coming back on the 8th. Problem is, we're getting crazy snow as of late. So it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Hopefully, it won't impact his flight too much. Supposed to go pick him up. But you know, if it's all crazy and death-defyingly bad, that's not looking bad. I don't know if you can make it, but you know, if you want to do the Saturday movie club, I mean, I know we talked about it, but we're not Not gonna be able to do it this week because, well, Hernandez and I might, because we're supposed to. He's gonna be in my house, but yeah, 95 shut down. Like, just down, just shut down. They're like, we're done. We're done. People were stuck in DC, like, cause they're just like, nope, we're gonna close. We're shutting this down for now. It's not safe. And so, yeah, we know someone who had to go into DC to visit, to help their sister out, or something like that. And they're like, yep, I'm stuck. Can't get back out. So I'll be here for a little bit. It's like, ooh. So, but hopefully, you know, hopefully it won't be too bad. And he'll be able to, you know, get out of it. Do. Send. And then, where is he? Twitch. Let Single Digit know that you're on Twitch. You might actually come by then. Sometimes he's iffy and he leaves my other mod all by herself. So, Enrique, what do we have to do to get you to start streaming? It's not about that. It's about drawing and it's about trying to get better. Having fun and get, you know. Because if that was the case, I would stop in my tracks. Keep seeing what her freaking Robert puts out, and it's just like, jeez, man. But I guess if that's what you've been doing for the past, like, I don't know, what, 20 years? Right? You start picking up some tricks and be able to do that stuff pretty fast. You know what? I'm gonna save. Oh my goodness, this is gonna feel so good. Ninja Empire issue 1, page 1. Woo-wee! Oh my goodness, I just wrote that. I just wrote it. Monotone voice. Well, then, you know what? You know you lying. The thing is, we want to see how you constantly make your art. We were like, oh, well, I didn't do anything. I just worked on it for like 10 minutes. We want to see how the magic happens. Maybe glean some painting tips or something. What do you mean? It was funny. Your hot sauce was funny. I thought it was genius. And Henry Rivera over there, he's one of the co-creators of hot sauce. And Rob definitely gives you guys credit real quick. People are like, this is a creation from Robert Atkins. He's like, nope, I didn't create it. This Ebony, you being way too hard on yourself about this. Stuff you're doing is great, and you're using different utensils and stuff. I mean, I'm just using what I know, which is markers. Like, that's what's gonna make it easy for me. And you know, as much as I love G.I. Joe, I can tell you that I don't know their uniforms and stuff, so it takes me a while. And while other people draw really, really fast, I draw really, really slow. And because of that, it takes me forever. Ooh, hot down here. I'm gonna try once, but all set up behind the scenes. I don't know. I think we would still like it if you did some streaming. And to be honest, if you were streaming to YouTube at least, it's pretty simple. Like, you can just stream directly there. It's all the background stuff, all the scene stuff, done. They have it there. I mean, it's simple. If you want stuff that's custom like what I have, it's different, right? You got to make all that happen. But if you just want to, you know, record your screen and, you know, and go from there, then that's all you need, right? You'd be fine. So they give it to you anyway. Oops. Might as well finish that one thing. Crayon. Oh no. Well, you know, but you'd make Crayon look good, so maybe you should. Then you put everyone else to shame. Digging those lines on the dirt. Oh, thanks. It's not bad. We're getting there. We're getting there. Do you know the last time that I actually drew? Well, no, that's not fair. I drew I drew some pages for a comic last year. But the last time that I drew a comic for me, I don't even remember. I mean, I'll even count the stuff from college as something that I drew for me. But it's weird. Like, I went to school to do comics, and my bread and butter was character design. That wasn't even something that they really focused on at all. Like, I was breaking the mold, because they're just like, oh, you want to do what? And I was like, well, I want to do character design. And it helped that one of the professors was like, this is your bread and butter right here. This is what you should be doing. Because if it wasn't for her, I think I would have failed my review, graduate review, because they all wanted comics and I barely had any, because I really didn't want to, right? And I was like, I really don't want to. I enjoyed comics a lot. Like, I really wanted to do it, but you know, I was surrounded by people like Hernandez, and I'm like, I can't compete with this. Right? But luckily, and the reason why I think I feel good about it now is because now I've had so many years of drawing extra stuff, you know, drawing, looking, learning, like, oh, okay, so you can do it like this, you can do it like that. And one of the big things that I've really picked up is, even though I draw in a very mainstream kind of style, I don't have to follow how they do things in mainstream, right? I can come up with something my way. My panels are generally all really straight, right? Straight up and down, nothing too fancy, but it's the stuff on the inside that I'm hoping will make the difference, you know, so people will be interested that way, instead of all the fancy panels, like the actual panels. So that's my hope. But to be honest, as much as people have been like, hey man, we really want to see this and love what you're doing, character design stuff, right? That's what I've been doing for years. So when people are like, oh man, I can't wait to see what you do in comics, it's gonna be great, I'm really worried they're doing something else. Yeah, that was definitely me. Glad I'm not the only one. But, you know, it's a little nerve-wracking, especially when you have a lot of people around you who are so freaking talented, who do comics, have done comics, kick butt when they try and do comics. Just like, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited because I'm already, you know, I'm making toys. I've already got the character designs done, script out some animation for some people to do for me. Like, the main thing, to be honest, like every time I look at it, is that the little animation that you guys did for Dark Legacy that one time. I love that. I love going back and looking at that. It was awesome. Yep. And so, you know, like I have the entire 40 pages of my, I don't know, like, when does it, this is the thing that I really don't know. It's like, when does it become a graphic novel and no longer a comic? You know, just like a regular comic book. How many pages? Because I think the binding is going to be different at 40, but I don't know if that constitutes as a graphic novel yet. I don't know if it's 50 or not. Because if it's 50 pages, like I got my 40 pages in and I was happy. Because I was able to tell the story that I needed to tell in those 40 pages. So what you doing? 40 still coming. Yeah, but people write graphic novels as one thing. Graphic novel is between 3 to 6 issues. I mean, but those are combined. So does that mean that if I wanted to do a graphic novel first issue, I have to do 60 pages? Because I don't want to do that. That's too much. I don't think I need that much time to tell my story. I think 40 pages is more than enough to tell what I need, if that makes sense. And you know what's really funny about this whole thing? Because normally, like I used to struggle like inking with the computer. I mean, and there's a learning curve until you get used to it. I get that, but I was like, man, there's no way that I'll ever ink on the computer. It's gonna be faster for me to just ink it traditionally. No. I don't like no. It's so much easier to ink digitally. Story. It's 40. And that's the thing, you know, it's just weird how people classify certain things, especially when it doesn't really matter. You know, like, oh, this is a graphic novel. I'm like, no, I drew a comic. It just happens to be, you know, this long. But because at first I wanted to do single issues, right? I was like, yeah, I'll do single issues. But then, and then I wrote the first comic as a single issue. And then as I was, you know, rounding off towards the end, I was like, oh, I could really make this a little bit longer and tell just a little bit more of a story. Because I didn't want to leave too many people hanging, right? So for that type of ink, it's easier to ink on a non-digital. To make a mistake, right? Myself redoing strokes so many times to live with. That's true, but I guess so. When I'm inking traditionally, like when I was just this, right? When I was inking this one, right? For the prompt, I know that when I grip the pen, and I'm like, ugh, I got a death grip on the pen because I am trying to not make any mistakes. And, you know, while that's all well and good, it really hurts after a while, right? Like, I'm just like, man, I am really struggling. Like, I am holding on to this thing, like, for some reason, like my life depends on it. And I think that's, for me, makes it that much better because I can go back and erase, right? I can do that. And, you know, like right there, if I wanted to just add a little bit of a curve in there, bam, done. Go in there, erase, no problems. But like you said, traditionally, forget it. You know, like that's all you get. And so I try and control it as much as possible. It was mostly why I don't use a brush, because I can't, like, I don't have the control that I have with my brush pen or just a regular, like, you know, Micron pen. So it takes a while to loosen up. You got to do some exercises. Probably. I mean, it makes sense, but for this, you know, I think that this, doing it digitally, is helping me. It's helping me with my traditional inks because I have loosened up. I'm still not there, nowhere close to being where I would want to be with my inking as far as it hurting my hand, but you know, so yeah, graphic novel is a marketing and code word term for consumers, yeah. But see, if I can use it to my advantage, right? If I go, oh, this is the graphic novel, and nobody's gonna, you know, push up their glass and go, well, actually, a graphic novel has to consider, like, I don't, like, it's the one thing that I really want to try and avoid. Because as we go further along, people are like, oh, is this supposed to be like this person, or is that supposed to be like that person? Like, no, no, it really isn't, and you should stop. And like, but it looks or it sounds like, or this story reminds me of, and blah blah. I'm like, it's all good. It's not. So if I can avoid, you know, the easier questions, that would be good. So I'm going to, this year, I'm actually going to be teaching myself how to do watercolors, because what I want to do is be able to do the covers as almost like the Japanese rice paintings, or, you know, and the old school paintings and stuff like that. So I want to try and simulate that for the covers. The first one's not going to be it, because I have that layout. It's a very simple layout, but it definitely explains every single thing of this first issue. Everything. I was like, oh, this is really easy. The marker club. Oh wait. As well, I have a pretty expensive fountain pen. He's part of the marker club. Awesome images. Yeah, he's part of the I'm awesome. That's it. That's all it is. I used to hear. Oh, this is supposed to be this person here. No. This is supposed to be. Oh yeah. Which one? Ink. Oh, okay. A brown ink. Yeah. Well, a lot of people. I don't know. Some people think that it's almost like an insult when they're like, "Oh, this reminds me of so and so." I'm like, okay, great. I mean, especially if, for me, I'm like, if they're, you know, if they're well known, I'm like, well, I must be doing something right, you know, because they're well known and I'm just starting. So maybe I can get, you know, maybe I can get some of their attention and stuff, which would be great. Or when they're like, man, this reminds me of, oh, or for a great example, I do a lot of stickers. I have a lot of stickers and stuff like that. And when people tell me, now they're numbered, right? I have them numbered, but people used to just be like, I want the Scorpion, and then I want the Sub-Zero that has purple on it. And it's like, they're not Mortal Kombat characters, but I mean, if you think they are, I'm cool with it, because Mortal Kombat is making a ton of money. You know, and so keep comparing me to that until you get to know me. And then, you know, if you're like, all right, I'm going to call it something different now, because I know that this isn't, you know, like, this isn't Mortal Kombat. Resembles Mortal Kombat. It's like, oh yeah. If you look at any of my ninjas and not see the Mortal Kombat reference, then you just don't know Mortal Kombat. That's just all there's to that. Or when other people come in and they're just like, oh, your work reminds me of such and such. It's like, okay, good. Or I guess the question should be, do you like them? It's like, do you like them? Yeah, I do. All right, cool. Right? Because then it's like, all right, cool. And then it's not horrible that you like that. Here I am with my disposable pen on my $1. I have a lot of cheap pens. This is my favorite drawing pen right here. Right, the old school teacher one. Yeah, that's me. I love drawing with that thing. I'm still around. Come on, get out of there. Let them beat each other up. No! I've been exploded. What? Enrique with the win. What? and we're gonna give him some American Ninjas. What? With the win. Nice.
Did I win?
No.
I think you're lying.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
Who's Head River?
That is Mr. Enrique.
Oh, hi. Interesting name.
I blame Single Digit. I told him that we were here and that Enrique was here, and you know, and he's like, "Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there in a little bit." I'm like, all right. So you absolutely should blame him. I didn't do anything. I remember when you were babies. Okay, here, show. Why don't you come and say hi to Mr. Enrique?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so he can see you.
Hello.
So, this is we call him Butch. His government name. It's Joshua. Do you remember Joshua? Might take him a minute to respond. So, are you gonna stream again?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I don't know. You're the one who was all hell bent on streaming and then didn't.
Oh, yeah, that's because the only reason I want to stream instead of making videos is because when I make videos, I talk like the first 30 seconds and I just don't. And so that's not a very good video. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll stream because then I'll have someone to talk to. But then no one's in chat, so it's the same problem. And then no one wants to look at a stream with some kid playing a video game and not talking.
Well, I mean, that's true. Look what he said.
Oh my god, Joshua, a baby? I carried you. I'm not a baby.
Here's a point.
I love
The logic is undeniable. No, you know, he is right, but the thing is that he needs to talk.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Why?
Because if there's no one to talk to, I just don't. I just stop talking. Like, I try, but then
You know, when you were younger, you used to do that all. You were talking to the screen, there was nobody there because you weren't even old enough to do anything. And you were all like, "Hi guys, how's it going?" Blah, blah, and you would talk through the entire stream. And now all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, if no one's there to talk to
well,
me."
yeah, that's because I'm not supposed to be just talking. Wow.
Who said that?
You?
No, I'm
I
always.
can't just, no, not while I'm streaming, while I'm just playing video games. I shouldn't be just ranting.
Why not?
Because that's annoying to everybody who's around me.
Well, but if that's your time, if it's your time.
No. Like, no streaming or videos or anything. Just me playing. And so, since
Well,
I don't do that, I just don't.
He learned it from you? No, he did not learn it from me. Because you can ask Miss Ebony. She'll come in. She came in and is like, "Oh, you talking to yourself again?"
It's true.
And I'm like, "Well, yeah." Because as we said, because nobody wants to come in and sit in a stream where nobody's saying anything. So I would constantly talk to myself, walk the imaginary people through what I was doing. So no, he didn't get that from me. He gets understandable games. Yeah, that weird one that he did recently, the whole pot jumping thing, that was weird.
No.
Yep, yeah, it was.
Gaming.
Huh?
That's peak gaming.
Oh, is it? That's peak gaming?
Yeah, well, I mean, what should I play instead?
I don't know.
That's not helpful.
You bought you bought games.
Yeah, and this was one of them.
Well, this one was weird. Yeah, the pot, like I said, the pot one was weird. Cause I even asked you, I was like, "What's the point? Like, what? Why is he in a pot, and why?
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to symbolize something, but I don't pay attention to the narrator because I don't like him.
Oh. He's like, oh. Pay attention to the narrator because I don't like him. Fair.
I guess I could play rounds. I like rounds.
Yeah. Can you play that one player?
Yeah, you can play online.
So there's that. You can play that weird game, the one that I don't like. The fighting one that's all poopy.
Super Fighters?
Yep.
Why don't you like Super Fighters?
Busted game.
No, it's very well made.
It is not. It's not even done.
It is done.
It is not done.
How is it not done?
Because when glitches just randomly happen, you're like, oh yeah, it's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's intentional.
Is it though?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because I watched the making of video.
And they're like, hey, we're gonna put in this thing to annoy people?
Yes.
Okay.
He's also behind hit titles such as Mario with a Gun.
Don't exactly know that one, so...
Or maybe that's another guy. I know he made something with... I think he made SpongeBob Glock Pants. But I'd have to check. I don't remember.
SpongeBob Glock Pants.
Yeah.
It's like... That's your indie development at work.
I love indie games.
Indie games are pretty fun.
Except for when they're bad.
Except for when they're horrible. And a lot of times, like, you don't want to ever say it, but a lot of times, the indie creators, they just, I don't even know. You're just like, what? I don't understand what's happening right now. That's just weird.
They're gaming.
They're gaming?
Yes.
What do you mean they're gaming?
Exactly what I said.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't to a non-gamer.
Yeah. See, you're not really hurting my feelings by calling me a non-gamer.
It's not supposed to hurt your feelings. It's just a fact.
That's probably why it doesn't hurt my feelings. You could play Contra.
I don't have Contra.
Well, you should get it. Buy all these other weird games. Why not
Contra? I wanted something to play.
The Contra would have been something to play.
Okay, but I didn't Contra.
I know. Oh, they're redoing Contra. Or
I probably should have tried to buy the Ninja Gaiden.
You should have.
But it was $30, and I only spent like 10. More like 20. That's besides the point.
Sitting in a pot using the top of a mountain and falls all the way down. And you tell him it's okay, we can do it. like I said.
No, he doesn't. He's like, he just plays some song called like, "Oops a Daisy, you messed up, idiot."
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, I hate that game. It's the worst game ever. So mean to me.
That game sounds like garbage. It looked so frustrating.
I mean, surprisingly, it's not actually that bad. At least not yet.
It looked very frustrating. Like I was upset. You should play Metroid or Donkey Kong.
Why Donkey Kong? Donkey Kong's easy.
Is it?
Yes. I played Donkey Kong at a con.
Oh, you should play Metroid and get upset.
Metroid Dread? I don't know how to hook up a Switch to my computer. Also, I don't have Metroid Dread. So, that's another problem.
Oh. No, he's saying you need to play these Nintendo games because a certain person works for Nintendo.
Who works for Nintendo?
Mr. Enrique works for Nintendo.
Oh. gonna give me the games? Because I still don't have money. That's my main problem.
Wasn't it you talking about how much you ballin'?
Yes, that doesn't mean I'm telling the truth.
Get crazy. Oh, you should get Crazy Taxi.
Why?
Crazy Taxi was awesome.
And? That doesn't mean it's difficult.
Okay.
Crazy Taxi is fun.
Why does it need to be difficult?
Because that's the only thing that's fun to watch.
What?
Oh.
I don't believe that. Games like Crazy Taxi where you have like a time limit to get someone there and it's not really fast. I mean, it's not very slow. And you run into things and you hit stuff and you're just like, oh crap. That's fun, whether it's difficult or not. Unless of course you were just God's gift to Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, but like it can be fun to watch, just not me specifically.
Oh.
Like maybe if it was a multiplayer game, like I don't know.
Well, then I guess you just need to get more Rage games.
That's why I got more Rage games.
Did you though?
Yes, I got 2 more.
Which ones?
I got Jump King and Getting Over It.
Okay. Jump King and Getting Over It. You've heard it here first. I want to see you play Donkey Kong and see how easy it is. Ooh.
Okay, are you gonna buy it for me?
Ooh.
Because I'm not gonna buy Donkey Kong. It's a bad game. I don't
Oh.
like Donkey Kong.
Oh. Those are fighting words. Oh.
I like Mario. Mario's my favorite. I'm so good at Mario.
Which Mario?
All of them.
Please.
Mario's a very easy game. It's made for like 6-year-olds.
Okay.
And I am older than 6.
This dude talking all kinds of crap. Oh, that's right. That's what you do.
Okay?
You talk really big stuff. That's about it.
No, it's not. I'm also very good at everything.
You're very good at everything.
Yes. Such as all of the games.
Donkey Kong is older than Butch. That is true.
Okay?
Do
I still play them.
Okay. Phone was going off, so I was just trying to He said you got too. It's like, man, fighting words. You got too much of your dad in you.
Well, I know. We should play Mortal Kombat. Because I'm far better than you at Mortal Kombat.
You are not better than me in Mortal Kombat.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No.
Yes, I am. You have any proof?
Nope.
Exactly. That's why we need to play on stream.
But see, you don't want to be embarrassed on stream.
I cried on stream because of I want to be the guy. I don't think I mind getting embarrassed.
Robin has single-digit washing dishes. Ha ha ha.
That's what single-digit Pudios gets for being stinky.
Okay, the Guy Gaiden was evil incarnate.
I don't know. I think it was a very fair and balanced game.
That game was designed to drive you crazy. And that's it. That's all. And it was a very successful game design when it came to that. Because its job was to make you go crazy. And oh my goodness, I hated everything about that game.
You didn't even play it.
I know. That's what made it so bad. I didn't even play it and I was like, this game is horrible. Alright, man. Thanks for hanging out. See you at the next one. Come on now. We need to get some artwork. to wherever you post them. All right, will do. I'll get you set up. First post. Normally everyone posts on Sunday, so they don't miss it on Monday. But like I said, the deadline's Monday at 9 a.m. So, first one's this week. Oh, what character's next week? I don't even know. What's next week? Oh, Destro? Psh. Love me some Destro. It's just a dude with a metal head who was supposed to be a black guy. They just swore he was an English guy.
Like me.
The crazy part about that is the person who voiced him is a super black dude. Ooh, paint pens. Destro's gonna be fun. You.
We should play Tetrio on stream.
Tetrio.
Yeah, remember that game where I was beating you?
Oh, the Tetris one?
Even though you were like, I'm the best at Tetris.
I never said that.
I will never lose at Tetris.
I also never said that.
Yeah, but you did say you're gonna whoop my butt.
I did.
And then you didn't win.
I did not. I did not. And yeah, no. I have no excuse for that. I was having issues with the controls, not as an excuse, just as a fact. And he beat me. Legit, just he beat me. He did.
It's because you weren't trying to get any Tetrises.
Yep. That's possible. But, you know, it's all good. Maybe we'll have to play it again.
Okay.
Because it was fun. I did have fun playing that game. Yeah. Neon paint markers. That just sounds awesome. Oh, I have to find out. They said 9 a.m. 9 a.m. PST to EST. So it'd be noon? Perfect. Need to respond back to him and be like, perfect. Find out what these markers are about. Use pencil, watercolors and colored pencils. Yeah, you were on it. That's what I'm saying. Don't be looking around and getting discouraged. That is not even worth it. The stuff that you've been doing was awesome. I swear that hot sauce one still kills me. Like, I keep going back to that one. Like, that one was funny. Do. It's gonna be great seeing all of that and just, you know, you making that work. I'm too scared to just start venturing out. I'm like, I know pencils. I was thinking about just doing pencils for everything because normally I would be sucking at this point. Like, no love, no nothing, just straight up poops. So the fact that it is day 5 and I am still on it is a good sign. A good sign for 2022. I'm very happy so far. I know, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you're posting, I really am.
Who?
Miss Ebony.
Oh.
The stress reliever after work. Oh, okay, cool. Oops. Little city in the background. It might not. Yeah, and you know, I don't understand why people are stupid like that. They're like, oh, I gotta say something negative because it's, I don't know. You know, they always gotta try and pull people down so that they can feel better about themselves, which I think is awful. But yes, you're definitely among friends.
Daddy?
And all we want to do is support. What'd you say, Butch?
What?
What'd you say?
Nothing. Oh.
70 is 1. Break that up a little bit. Boy. Why would you do that? He's tender-headed.
Nope.
You.
Don't do that. That would hurt. I don't like. I don't like getting my hair braided
It's like,
because it hurts a lot.
like I said, you're tender-headed. He's okay. It happens to people.
What should I play tomorrow on stream?
Beat Pac-Man.
Why?
Cause it's hard.
That's just the same level over and over again.
Then you should have no problems beating it, right?
But that's not fun.
What?
Pac-Man is only fun for so long.
You can do Battle Pac-Man.
Battle Pac-Man.
Huh?
What's Battle Pac-Man?
Hmm.
I've never heard of Battle Pac-Man.
She's gonna braid your hair that tight because you keep being rude to her. That makes
What did
sense.
it do?
That makes sense.
What did it do?
You have a very rude mouth.
Yeah, but what did I do?
I don't know what you did. Maybe it's not this time. Lipstick kisses.
Also, I should be doing this to you. You're rude to me more than I am to you.
What? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you always instigate things.
What?
I'm like, hi guys, and you're like, you suck.
Who, me?
No.
Miss Ebony comes into your stream and just flat out
No,
says
in
that you
your streams.
in my streams
Yes.
and says that you suck?
Yes.
What? She's the one who keeps
Mommy
coming.
even encourages it.
I think it's more she's coming after me.
By coming after, how does that make sense?
Look, I don't know when she's died. She never said that. Unless,
Well,
of
maybe
course.
not you suck exactly, but
Now, I will say that she has criticized your choice of pot sitting, hoe jumping, game. And like, yeah, I can see how you'd be like, this game is. But
she's not saying the games are bad. She's saying I'm bad.
I don't think so. I think
I
you're.
did.
I think you're mistaken.
I don't.
Well, clearly you
I
do.
remember it very vividly.
And
I was very upset by it.
sometimes you remember things incorrectly.
Like when?
Probably like this right now.
No, I don't think so.
See, even Miss 70's like, when?
That's exactly what someone who is being rude would say.
I just think you're mistaken, kiddo. I mean, that's fair. Because that pot game was stupid.
No, that's also not what I'm talking about.
We had a lot of fun with Brawlhalla, not Brawlhalla, with Broforce. Find more games like that.
There are no games like Broforce. It's one of a kind.
Okay, now you're just delusional.
No, I'm not. Here, look, I'll look it up right now. And if nothing comes up,
What are you gonna type in games that are similar to
yeah.
Broforce? He's my favorite because he's spunky. Yeah.
Okay, so it came up with a list, and none of them are like Broforce.
What? Okay, but you just said it came up with a list.
Yeah, and none of these are Broforce at all. Like, it came up with a beat 'em up, a virtual reality, gladiator simulator, some rabbit game, Dead Cells, which is a roguelike, Cuphead. I don't know what Helldivers is, so that might be it. Battle Block Theater.
See, I can see how Cuphead could be considered. A lot of stuff shooting at you, blows up and stuff like that. It's not going to be like one for one.
Yeah, but it's not the same. Like, Broforce isn't even a bullet hell.
You're right, it is not.
That's the only thing that's even kind of.
Brown will put you in AA. All those shots.
I don't know that.
The drinking game was created because Brown would always say, Daddy. And so they decided that every time Brown would say Daddy, they would take a shot. And I do believe the first time they implemented that, within like 10 minutes, they would have been drunk. And within 20 minutes, they would have needed to get their stomachs pumped. It wasn't a good day for them.
I'm gonna play rounds online.
I think you're gonna be told you need to go to bed.
Okay, that's fine. There's no punishment for leaving.
No, it literally, it's 10:05.
Like,
No.
alright, bye.
Look, I'm just trying to save you.
Yeah. You should give me game suggestions.
I did, you didn't want any of them.
Give me Pac-Man.
Yep.
What is Battle Pac-Man? It's not even you know what Battle Pac-Man is.
It's where there's multiple players trying to win.
That's not a thing.
It is a thing. It is. I'm not. Bubba to go. Bubba is the quiet one. I mean, a lot of them are quiet, but I'm just saying, like, he'll be self-conscious about things, so I don't really think you'd have to worry about him. Oh, that's right, it's Wednesday. I was like, why is it so quiet in here? Oh, the curse of Wednesday. Okay. These are my cards. Yeah, no, I enjoy my kids. I do a lot. I try and do a lot with them. Mostly to the detriment of the things that I'm trying to accomplish for them so that they can, you know, be set later on in life. So, I'm working on that balance. Working on it. Oh, that's sad. I think my mom would literally have my head if I didn't talk to her often. That does make it hard sometimes, because it's just like I don't have the time right now. Cats are. Another benefit of inking digitally. Copy paste, man. What's that shit? Oh, nice. Let's do well. Yep. Lord. Yeah. It's a lot easier when it's just you. It's a lot easier when it's just you. Copic airbrush system. Okay. Morph the other medium. Okay. Keep counting down towards retirement. I hear that. To be honest, the thing that I've found myself doing.
Excellent.
Oh, David, thank you for liking the stream. The thing that I've found myself doing is, or why I do what I'm doing. The heck, what is this? Is I've always wanted to be the parent that the kids were proud of, right? Like, show and tell happens, and it's like, that's my dad. My dad does this. And you're like, oh, yay. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I always wanted. Always wanted that. So that's why I keep doing all this art stuff, right? Because I'm like, oh man, but when I do go in now, they're all like, oh wow, that's really cool. He does this, that, and the other thing. Yeah. Like, my youngest brought in a comic book that I had worked on, and all the kids were like, oh my goodness, wow, whoa, and and stuff like that. So that's pretty fun. You just fly to Japan and get everything you need. I should, and that it'd probably be something that I'm gonna gift myself eventually. To be honest, it's something that I'm gonna be looking into trying to get the school to pay for. That's what I really want. Free tripped. But clearly I'm gonna have to go to Germany first because I can tell people about that. I'm like, oh, this is how we'll do this. But I would love to be able to just go to Japan one day. One day. And it's not gonna be one of those, oh, one day, eventually, and then I'm 80, can't really enjoy it anymore. Nah, we gonna make it happen. We gonna make it happen. No. It's all pixelated. I don't like it. We could do that. What if we flipped it? here. Now we'd have to make it bigger. So that wouldn't work. We do that. Kind of like that. Okay. Kind of like that. So let's see how it'll look. Brush, add a little line weight, a little bit of line weight. Like so. It's actually too much line weight. It's actually too much line weight. There we go, just too much. So flex band, a lot more variety of things. Oh my goodness, there. So I had a friend who went, and he young guy. Right, and he was just like, oh yeah, we just took a hopper and we did, you know, we went there, we did this, we did that, we did this, you know, like whatever. So he was staying on a budget, but he was like, yeah, we went there and there was a 5-story art store, and I was like, what? And he was like, he went in, picked up Copics and all kinds of papers and stuff like that, and he went up to pay, and they're like, okay, well it's this much money, and he's like, wait, what? That's it? And so he went back because he had a budget that he was going to use, and then he thought he was like, well, I've exceeded this. Got up to the register, they're like, here you go, this is how much it is, and he's like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to come back, I'm going to buy more stuff. So everything's cheaper over there too, and they have the variety. Oh, everything. I want to see everything. Plus, there happens to be a ninja museum. And so I definitely foresee myself going to check that out. So that's the store name, Tokyo Hands. Oh, and what did you say, what fine liner didn't bleed with markers again? Was it Ohuhu one? One-stop shop, chock full of products unique to Japan's high quality, high functional living wear, fancy made. Oh man. See, I would just lose myself here. I'd have to go with like, oh, Spectrum. I need to write that down. Because I just need to buy them and try it. one of the things I'm really looking for some smudge-free fine liners, because every time I go over it with markers, I'm just like, come on, man, don't do that. Especially when it comes to like yellows and stuff like that. There. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh. Whew. Pardon me. That was bad. There we go. Guess that'll work. Do. Here we are once again, Super Dupes Quiet Wednesday. I have a refund from Facebook Technologies. Okay. It. Sorry, I was doing my Spanish lesson. No worries. I was thinking that if I taught myself Spanish, Japanese, that, or once I learned Japanese, then I will go to Japan. So, I understand. Just finished talking to an artist buddy of mine on the phone. Which they need help. Oh, no. Well, that's the hard part. You know, when I talk business to my students and stuff like that, and you know, we do a budget and business plan and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, let's work out your finances, right? And it's like, how much do you, I ask them just flat out, how much do you think you need to live? You know, how much will be enough for you? And then when we break that down, they are so heartbroken to know it's like there's so much stuff that your parents are paying for. Granted, like I said, these are all college kids, so it's like there's so much that your parents are paying for that you don't even know how much it costs to live. Like, oh, I should be able to survive by this. I'm like, And we break it down, but most of the time it's just something that's not taught to most artists, Yeah. No, they don't get health care, right? They don't have health insurance because most of them are all freelance. And in the freelance world, you on your own, which sucks. I mean, it sucks a lot, but when do you have the talk? Would have that talk fairly early in the education process. I have it as early as I can, but my classes are not in the beginning. Plus, at this point in time, I teach at a community college, so I guess it is still pretty early when you think about it, because I catch them within the first year. So, good health. Oh yeah, definitely want good health care. And boy, let me tell you, nobody really had that conversation with me. Nobody had a conversation with me. Well, I mean, the thing is, though, is that you can get rich off of TikTok and YouTube. The thing is that most people just think that it's super easy. You know, they're like, they're just making videos. I can do that. You know, but most of the people that they adore at this point have put in tons and tons of hours of work, learned what their audience wants, gives it to them. You know. And so that's the big thing that most of them don't get, you know, like how are you going to do that? What's the plan? Are you really going to do, is it something that you want to do full time? Because if it's full time, then you gotta work. There is no like, oh, you know, I'll do it maybe. It's like, you gotta have super consistency. Right? You gotta constantly be learning. It's tough, you know. At this point, I'm just looking at trying to get monetized. I'll be happy when that happens. You know what I mean? So save your bias. Yeah, I can see that. Done training on the people. Oh yeah. I'm like, oh, look, these people made it. I can make it too. Yeah. I mean, but like I said, you don't see the work. That's the big thing. Most of them just don't see the work that goes into it. I mean, even the most fun of, you're just like, oh man, this is supposed to be fun. It's like, yeah, but it's still, I mean, you got to do so much. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the people that they don't talk about. Yeah. And the thing is that most of the time when you see people who know what they're talking about and they're like, oh yeah, no, I made it, and they tell you, it's like, look, you can't come into this thinking that, oh, I'm gonna make it rich, because a lot of times people don't, and the amount of how long it takes to get to where you want to go, for instance, me, like I said, YouTube for artists, if you already have something established, then you can come on YouTube and make a lot of extra money, right? And depending on how much you promote and do all that kind of stuff, you could really make a full-on living from being an artist on YouTube, right? But that's very, very few and far between, as far as these people are coming from comics, animation, and stuff like that, so they already have that following. But if you come in and you're just like, I'm gonna make it, it's gonna take a lot longer than you want it to. I mean, because it's what I've realized, right? Like, the art thing is something that just kind of has to happen on the side. you know, it's like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. It's like, are you? Okay, great. But you know, it's pushed me to do educational stuff. And at first I was fighting it because I'm like, I don't want to do education. I do that all the time. Like, I don't want to, right? But then I realized, like, wait, I could do education my way, right? I can do whatever I need my way. Okay, this one isn't the one that's not working. And so it's like, wait a minute, if I want to make it, because like the channel now, the hours are going up, people are seeing it, and it's like, all right, cool, right? People are really starting to look. YouTube is starting to recommend it, and it's like, all right, you know, all right. But it's all because of the educational stuff, you know, the is it worth it? When I was doing the pro tips, and you know, I started the shelf, which is going to be coming back. Probably shouldn't have started at the end of the year, but it's going to come back. You know, I'm doing balling with a budget, artistically. That's the thing I constantly say. I'm like, welcome to balling on a budget, artistically. Right? Because it's all about the art stuff. So, but it's all about trying to, the entertainment part, it's not something that I'm necessarily trying to do, although I am going to be doing something about the life of Kaiser, right, which is going to be more of a vlog style but educational type deal. So I'm looking to do a lot of stuff, but it all boils down to I'm doing educational stuff, but I'm doing it my way, right? And so I'm not coming in and be like, oh, I'm just an artist, because I can't, right? I'd never be able to make it. Just wouldn't. Alright, I think we've got something there. Visibility live. Make it a little easy as part of the gig, yeah. It's true. I just wish more people were honest about it, you know, because some people, you know, they have these ideas. They're like, oh, this person is playing video games, I can do that. And even live streaming is harder than most people give it credit, you know, because there are times when, guess what, you're gonna be streaming to nobody. You know, I was there when I first started. Nobody. You know, and now it's weird. Like how it fluctuates based on, I don't know what, but it'll fluctuate, right? Sometimes we have a lot of people, sometimes we have no people. But I do know, because the boss has constantly told me I need to make little not bumpers, but you know, I gotta make little promotional stuff so that I can post on like TikTok and Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff, and let people know that I'm actually live streaming. So instead of just posting it the day that I'm doing it. Oh yeah? That's cool. There's a lot of stuff with gaming and weight loss and stuff like that. You can do a lot. If people are honest about if they ask, though, they always take the opportunity to say it was a lot of hard work. It's not really their fault. How much freaking work. That's true. I mean, that is true. Man, single digit left you high and dry this time. Said he was coming and everything. The business part is hard work. Nice. And you are always here. And I am so thankful that you are. So thankful when, when Mandala shows up. That way I'm not just talking to myself. Oh man, I used to do an airbrush a long time ago. Taking it out and cleaning it was always the pain in the butt, because you don't want to damage the needle, so you gotta be very careful with it. Alright. I'm gonna come back to crying. You're still talking. I'm always talking. Always. Well, not always, but I try. Mostly because, I watch streamers or try to find new streamers and stuff like that. And I'll find someone whose work that I like. I'm like, oh wow, this person would be great to talk and listen to and all that kind of stuff. And then they're just completely silent. And you're like, that's just odd to me. So I try not to be that way. Because I wouldn't like it, And if I want other people to do that, it's the least that I could do, right? Yep. Run your pennies. Yeah, okay. Both sides. The battle royale has begun. Who will win? Oh, Miss 70 went out first. Oh, this one's mine for the taking. Come on. Oh, not behind the castle. Not behind the castle. Yeah. 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 Assault happened behind the shed. It's not a shed! Ooh. There's a lot going on there. Thank you. Time's up. I think this has to go. We'll just have to figure out how to make that work for us next time. No! I'm working right. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Why? All I want to do is get this one. Alright, whoops. Leave that. Save it. Whole year of work. I'm sorry. Alright, well, we did get this far. We put the ruins in there. We got the background. We got him walking. So we should be able to, I will more than likely ink this up while I'm off stream, especially since, you know, we got until all the way until Sunday, because I really want to see how this one will play out once it's colored, right? And we throw in the tanned paper, and then I'll be showing you guys 3 different versions, 3, 4 maybe. So we'll see what happens, okay? Because I really want to keep going, because we got page 1 done pretty quickly, so I'm gonna see. You're gonna want to be drawing environments better than me. I'm still working on that myself. But yeah, so thank you guys for coming out for, you know, Quiet Wednesday. Always a pleasure having you guys out. I'm gonna be working on these. Like I said, we're gonna be working on these pages from here on out, right? Like that's what we're doing. So thank you guys for all the support. It means a lot that you would come out and support me. And yeah, we're just gonna end it, you know, as we normally do, and with the saying, because you all know, born a ninja, die a ninja. So we will see you guys later. Thanks for coming out.
The Ninja Empire is supreme, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.